how to successfully sell coffee online, and is coffee a good e-commerce business? We're actually going to dive into 20 of your subscriber questions dedicated solely to e-commerce businesses selling coffee. Now, this would be particularly ground coffee, coffee beans, packaged coffee, of course, not necessarily coffee that is pre-made and ready to drink, although you probably could. But we pulled out 20 questions from Marketing Food Online, our channel here. So in this video from Marketing Food Online, we're going to give you those answers and specifically go over those questions from you, our subscribers. We're going to dive into that right now. All right, number one question from Coffee Lover 92. The question was, how do I ensure the freshness of the coffee when I'm shipping? Now, to maintain freshness, it is best to roast the beans just before shipping. Of course, you vacuum seal them. Use fast shipping methods, sometimes even overnight or 2-day express. Always include a roast date on the package, by the way, guys. This is a good one too. So your customers know the coffee's freshness and exactly as to when you roasted it. All right, number two question. So this was from Daily Brew Joe. The question was, do I need special licensing to sell coffee online? So that is actually a very good, interesting question. Depending on the location of your business, you may need a business license and also health permits with inspections. Now, it's essential to check your local and state regulations because they do differentiate from state to state. And city from city is actually quite different in some cases as well. All right, so next one up is, let's see, how can I differentiate my coffee brand online? Now, this is a great one too. Considering offering unique blends, sharing stories of how you source them and process them, and focus on the branding aspect, personal touches like that, even handwritten notes in some cases, or something that's personalized for the customer, will set your brand apart. You want to make sure that you let them know where you source. A lot of people want to understand whether they're single sourced or they're sourced multiple farms, or if you're bringing them in from other countries. All right, so next up, question from Bean Explorer. Now, this is a good one too. Now, what's the best way to offer international shipping? This is a huge thing in regards to your profit margin, guys. Partner with a reliable shipping carrier, of course, but offer clear tracking information and ensure you're aware of custom requirements from country to country. Because in some cases, you end up can charge either the customer for those fees, if there happens to be some, to bring them in from another country, but also the weight and size of the box determines the actual cost. How do I handle returns for online coffee sales? Now, of course, due to perishability of coffee beans nature, it's best to offer satisfaction guaranteed rather than returns. So if a customer is unhappy, consider actually sending a replacement or refunding their purchase totally. I personally, with our candy and snack business, I'm not really big on refunding because I would rather send them just more product. If it's damaged or didn't show up on time, you might just want to replace it. All right, next up question is, what platforms are best for setting up a coffee e-commerce site? That's a great one. Now, Shopify, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce are popular choices that actually offer great tools for online sellers. I personally am big on Shopify. I've never built on BigCommerce, but I've heard some really good things about them. I actually like Shopify. I even built one on GoDaddy and even Weebly. Our next up question is, how do I source ethically produced beans for online selling? Now, research and partner with direct trade or even fair trade organizations. That's always the best way to go. You want to visit the farms personally so you can also help establish a trustworthy connection with your supplier. Now, next question is, should I sell coffee subscriptions? Yes, absolutely. Actually, this is a great way. Subscriptions can create a consistent revenue stream and increase customer loyalty. I actually use them myself. As a matter of fact, we used, I believe it is CrateJoy. We use cratejoy.com for subscription business for our pretzels, chocolate pretzels, and some of our other snacks. You can do a fantastic business on there for CrateJoy with the coffee subscription business, offering a variety of different brews and roasts and different types of things as well. So the next one up is Brewed Thoughts. Now, this is from another subscriber. How do I handle customer reviews and feedback online? Always respond to reviews, no matter if they're positive or negative, in a professional and timely way. You want to make sure you get on those reviews really quick. Use feedback as an opportunity to improve your service or your product. Pay attention to what people are actually saying because it's super important. And it means a lot to them as if you do actually care about their business. Now, what's the best way to package coffee for online sales? Now, use foil-lined bags with a one-way degassing valve. This is actually great. This ensures freshness while preventing the bags from actually bursting due to the gas buildup with the coffee beans themselves. You want to make sure you've got that valve on the front. That's that thing where you can actually squeeze the bag. In some cases, you can even smell the roast that's actually in there. Next one up, how can I promote my online coffee store? So, utilize, of course, as always, social media. Collaborate with influencers. That is a big one nowadays, not necessarily social media. In the coffee niche, and consider running targeted ads on those different platforms. LinkedIn, by the way, is a great place to actually run coffee branded business ads, because a lot of people obviously on LinkedIn, executives, CEOs, business owners, they drink a lot of coffee. That is a great website. A lot of people don't really think about that. They always run to Facebook ads, but going to LinkedIn gives you an opportunity to reach professionals who are normally really in need of caffeine on a constant basis. So there's a big outreach there on LinkedIn, and they're not that expensive from what I heard when running those ads. Next question, should I include brewing guides with my coffee? As a matter of fact, yes. That is a great way to add value and educate your customers about getting the best out of their coffee. Because one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that not everybody understands the different types of brewing methods or the brewing processes to make coffee. There's the drip, and there's French roast, and French method, French press, and so on. There's so many different variations, but if you can educate them, you create a customer who will come back because they appreciate the fact that you put that in there. How do I decide on pricing for my coffee? You want to consider cost of production, packaging and shipping, and any platform fees. Also research your competitors' pricing as well. Every platform from Amazon to eBay have different fee scales. You want to make sure you understand what those are. Can I offer sample packs for first-time customers? Yes, sample packs are an excellent way to actually ways for customers to try different blends or new processes or new blends or new roasts before actually committing to a larger purchase. So sample packaging is a fantastic way to let people try something. Next up, how do I manage inventory for an online coffee store? This is important. Use inventory management software and regularly audit your stock of what you have and what you don't have. Consider roasting to order or to reduce the need for larger inventories. It's actually a great method because you have very little waste, if any. All right, so next up question, number 16. What's the importance of SEO for my online coffee store? No matter what you're doing online, guys, SEO helps your store rank higher on search engines, making it easier for potential customers to actually find you. So you want to make sure that you are doing as much as you can with SEO. And if you don't, contract out, hire somebody who does. How can I make my own coffee business more eco-friendly? So source sustainable beans. Use biodegradable packaging too. You might even want to consider carbon offset initiatives if your business grows to be that big. Something else that you could think about is your type of packaging. Should I collaborate with other brands or products? Actually, collaborations can introduce your brand to new audiences. Don't think that it's a competitive thing. In some cases, actually working with other companies can bring new people. Consider partnering with complementary businesses like even chocolate brands or coffee cup mug companies. They're great also as well, bringing a collaboration together. Number 19, how often should I update my online store's offerings? Now, that actually is a great question because seasonal updates can actually be a great way to introduce new flavors, new roasts, and new coffee. So keeping your store fresh and exciting, even if it's through a seasonal up and down, always a good thing to do. Last but not least, number 20, what's the best payment gateway for an online coffee business? There really isn't a best or one that I would prefer to say. Popular and trusted gateways such as Stripe, I believe PayPal, Square, check their fees and ensure that they integrate seamlessly into your e-commerce platform. That is one of the most critical things. Finding a payment processor is first step because not all of them will integrate perfectly or very smoothly into your existing e-commerce platform, whether that be on Shopify, whether that be on WooCommerce, Weebly, etc. So make sure that your payment processor can get to your website and be integrated very smoothly. And that is my tip for you. So if that was very helpful, definitely let us know if any of these questions were ones that popped up in your head and was helpful. We always appreciate down below the super thanks. If you give us a super thanks just below the video, there's a little heart with a dollar sign. Any super thanks that you give us helps us keep our lights on and, of course, making these videos. So definitely check out also our podcast. We are streaming on 11 platforms now, I believe. You can catch us. We're reaching over 100,000 downloads. We do thank you all for listening to our podcast. And I'll see you guys on our next video.